Monday morning. It was early Monday morning, and I don't know why. See, I think this is because of the Hardfood account, you know. Because the Hardfood account on Twitter, and Twitter, can you just stop doing this? You just ruined my sleep, you know. The raw ruined my sleep. Because
it wasn't. Well, you saw it at the Sunday night then.
I saw it Sunday morning.
But it wasn't pronounced, was it?
I saw J. Cole tweet. Yeah,
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Ah, shit.
And I was like, what? And I was like, yo. I was like, let me go check this still. And then it was all over Instagram. So J. Cole's tweet just ruined my sleep, you know. So I just couldn't sleep. I was just like, you know, I can't even describe it. I just felt weird, man. Fully weird, just like confused, like, because at the end of the day, I'm like, yo, this is Nip, you get me?
So I seen someone tweet, yeah, and it was like, oh, Nipsey's been shot 5 times, 1 in the head. And then there was a picture as well of him on the floor.
Oh, dear God, I'm glad I didn't see that.
Just before I went to see, you know, like literally tired.
So glad I didn't see that. I didn't see any of them pictures, you know.
And I was like, hope he's all right, man. Like, I tired out my face, put my phone down, fell asleep, woke up in the morning, totally forgot about it. Went to the gram, first thing I saw was R.I.P. Nip, and I just felt it when it hit me, man. I was like, oh, rah. And then, yeah, that messed up my whole week. My energy was totally off from there. Still feeling it, man. Still feeling it, and it's weird. It's just weird because it's like, it's not like I'm like a massive Nipsey fan.
Fam, last week, you know what you said to me? You said, yo, are you looking for that Meek and Nipsey album? These times I said no because you think I'm a Meek stan.
Yeah.
Yo, fam, I was looking forward to that thing, you know. No gas. I only said no, just because I was like, yo, if I say yes, man's gonna run me.
Yeah.
I was like, man's gonna run me. So I was like, nah, just say no for now. But yo, fam,
it's just it's like I don't even know why it hit me so. I can know why it hit me so bad, but it's like it's weird because it was more than the music. Like on a real, like obviously Nipsey's been out for time, but it was only really Victory Lap that made me go like, wow, this guy's gonna do something big. You get me? Like, cause I heard Crenshaw, it was alright. I've heard the Odd Few tune here and there, it's alright. I only listened to Slawson Boy 2 this week, and that's hard. Wish I checked that before, because I wish I would have been able to sing
the progression.
Well, yeah, because listening to that now, I can see clearly the improvements that were taken into Victory Lap. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh no, but it was more than the music, man. It's just what the man stood for and what the whole situation kind of represented. Like it wasn't like a car accident. It wasn't like an illness. It was just literally murdered in cold blood on end. You get me? Outside his own shop. And I'm hearing he was in front of his daughter. I didn't know what that. But just outside of his own shop, he's put there to help his community. And it's like, a man can still kill you in front of your own shop, you know.
At the end of the day, you know what it is? It's like, I was not in the first time. Obviously, I've heard of Nips for years, you get me? But it was the tune that made me fully pay attention to him was, I've been playing it like loads of times this week, and I've always played. Everyone who follows me on Instagram or social media knows that I've loved that song, Fountain of Youth.
With Rick Ross.
And Stalley on Self-Made too. And I love that tune.
Yeah, it's a big tune. Yeah.
I love that tune. And because I've been like invested with Nip as an artist and as a person, what he's trying to do, all the different things and the positive moves he's made, it's just like, yo, I was just thinking, you know what? How they're going to kill one of our positive people.
And it's like, because people have said, but he was a Crip, he was a gang member, and it's like,
but the thing is, you got to understand,
that
people might say, you know what it is? It was like, people might say he was a Crip, but the fact is, if you know about Nipsey, real Nipsey, man had respect on both sides.
Yeah, but that is the gang stuff. That's obviously not glorified, but Crip doesn't automatically make you a killer and
Doesn't make you a murderer.
And
Don't get me wrong,
against
at the end of the day,
whatever.
he will talk about where he's come from. He'll talk about what he's seen in his life, yes. But where he got to, you got to see that in even gang culture, yeah, he got to a stage where it was a point that man are on this side, man are on that side, but yo, you're the chosen one, you know, that's going to help all of us in our area and all our community. So you're seeing Bloods, you're seeing Crips, respect him. It's not just all Bloods and that, all Crips and that, but everybody's respecting, everyone's mourning, because at the end of the day, yo, you lost a black king, as I've been saying all week, because a real king is a leader, you get me? And he was trying to lead people, he was trying to do positive things for the black community. I've seen some people come some disrespect and hate on it, and I'm just like, yo,
they don't know, man. They don't know.
No, but the thing is, yeah, it's like some people say things like that when they're not connected to it.
That's what I'm saying, man.
They feel nothing towards it because it doesn't affect them. The struggle that we have each and every day.
It's like them man there, they just see Nip as a gang member that raps and sometimes positive. You get me? Like, it's that kind of person there in the community.
On them
represents a lot more. Not that person. I mean, Nipsey.
Yeah, I know that.
Nipsey in the community, that kind of person represents, like, not to sound cheesy, but hope almost. You get me? Like, that's a man there that can make. That's why I like people like that. You get me? Because it obviously like is not the stereotype. You get me? He's a gang member, tattoos and the violence element and that, but man's still talking like knowledge, man's still talking about uplifting the community, he's talking about what's the word?
You know, it's
about some STEM research thing in the hood.
Yeah. It's a case that
empowerment, yeah.
He's trying to empower his
financial
own people.
freedom, like
it's not a point of saying, yo, I'm rich, you know what, you should be like me. Nah. It was grassroots. You get me? Trying to empower his own people and trying to uplift them, it's just the education. And you know what it is as well, that what cut me was I'm a teacher and his death has stopped so many other people from learning.
Yeah.
And that, for me, that's the part that hurts, because we don't have many of them. We don't have many, like, from the streets, educators that are astute in where they come from, how to move better, how to move financially, and that are trying to positively, actively go out there and say, look, you shouldn't move like that, you should move like this, and this is what we need to be working together on. And being his main idea, yeah, and a lot of the things he was saying is that we need to be self-sufficient.
Yo, it's like when we had that whole episode and Ricky was here, that's the same thing we was talking about. We say, yo, we need more Nipseys on ends. You get me? Like, we need people doing better, promoting better, but also a role model. You know what I mean? A role model, not even just for the kids, for the peers, you get me? Like, your own age. Like, Nipsey's only, what, like 5 years older than me? You know what I mean? Like, it's like your age, isn't it?
2 years younger.
You 35?
I look good, innit? I know.
Yeah, but yeah, just them kind of people, man. Like, I've been saying this all week here, and it sounds kind of bad because it kind of implies that there's other ones you should take, but that ain't the one you take, man. That ain't the one you just kill. That ain't the one you kill in the head, in broad daylight, in front of his own business. Yeah, that ain't the one, man.
I'm not saying. I know it sounds bad, yeah. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say.
My question is, how come the guy dealt with O.J. Simpson? Is this?
I don't know. I've just seen that one video clip. Chris Darden, the guy that was
made him try on the gloves.
Yeah, but it wasn't defend. It was
part of the team.
What's the word?
He was part of the prosecution team for the OJ case.
I don't know.
I don't know how a mentally ill gang member named Shitty.
Is that his name?
Yeah, Shitty cuz.
Yeah. I don't know how he, has the money to get Chris Darden So it's a bit suspect.
I didn't even think about that as well, you know.
It's a bit suspect.
Well, man, you know, if only just took it because it's going to be a high-profile case.
I don't know.
That's a high-profile case.
He costs money.
Not if his name's in the news again.
So what, he's working for free?
Not free, but it's probably like, you know, the attention. It might even be free. It might be
All
all
I'm saying is,
the media attention I get from this is going to get my name back in the thingy. If I can get you, this mental illness case, I can probably get some more work. Yeah.
All I'm saying is that we lost a true leader.
Yeah, how you let someone called Shitty just walk up to you? If your name's Shitty, you ain't walking up to me, you know. Like, Shitty Nathan or something. Say, yo, we saying Jesus and so you have to stay over there. So Shitty, you know. Shitty. That's what kind of name is that?
Yeah.
You call yourself Shitty and you
I don't know. I was thinking, like, why would that be a name?
Yeah, like, there's someone I remember back in the day, and his name was like Crackhead something. And
was he actually a crackhead?
Yeah, he was a crackhead.
Oh, that's all right.
But like, he said, "Yo, well on Crackhead Joseph," and he's like, "Yeah." We saying like 3 weeks ago, like, nah,
that's weird, man.
Where was that? Oh, I don't know.
But at the end of the day, the way I see it is that the whole hip hop community's mourning is lost because you gotta actually appreciate people and what they can give. And for me, I just saw
get no music.
A bright light was extinguished. You get me? And
yo, man's been doing it since 2005. You know.
I know.
2005, and was it 2018? It gets it's his first studio album technically, bare mixtapes. But this is like, it was a clear elevation onto a different platform, and he was gearing up, man. He was gearing up.
I just see it as a big loss, and I know that the conspiracy people are talking. I hear that. No, listen. This stuff that's coming out now, this Darden business, that looks a bit weird. It looks weird, fam. I'm not gonna get into it deep because I can't bother. All I'm thinking is that prayers go out to his family, to Lauren, his children, and every person who connected with his music in some way, shape, or form, or his message. Because at the end of the day, the only way that we're going to step forward and elevate ourselves by working together and by realising our own power that we have as people. It's sad. It's massively sad. I'm still sad. I don't care. I'm still sad. People might say, yeah, but Adrian, you're going on like it was like the best thing since sliced toast. And I'm like, you know what it is?
Nah, it wasn't even
No. Listen. The fact is, yeah, obviously I've known him for a very long time. And yes, I've respected his music for a very long time. Victory Lap killed it. Yeah, people know that when it did come out, I banged that album every week. They know I did. And it's
great for the gym, to be fair.
The fact is that when you have someone that is trying to teach his own on how to be better, you've got to admire it. You can't sit there and say, so what? It's not a so what, because who's going to be the next person stepping in Philly's shoes from Crenshaw?
You can't even say, so what? And then, on the other hand, actually, I'm going to say.
Some people will say that.
Well, yeah, forget it.
There's some bitter people out there, and I don't care.
I was going to say, you can't say, so what about this kind of death, and then be like, yeah, but the gang violence needs to show. But to be honest, this is not even the same people saying it. The people saying so what about the death don't even care about the gang violence.
They don't care. They're just saying it for saying its sake, because they want to be heard.
I don't even think they say it. I don't think they say anything about the gang violence. I think they probably love the gang violence.
Yeah, it's something to talk about. And at the end of the day, I look at it and I think to myself that I looked at the gang violence idea and I thought to myself, how many more are gonna die? How many more black men are gonna die from a black man's hand?
Yeah, I seen this clip in earlier in the week, 3 days ago.
What was it?
Like a comedy
Man,
sketch.
rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, man. Shit is fucked up. We gotta stop this violence in the streets, man.
When rappers promote
Wants
violence.
us to do. It's time for a change. Put the guns down.
Crank Locust in the building.
Black it, cat. Black it, cat. When I see you on my block, nigga, black it, cat. If I catch you in the shop, then it's black it, cat.
You follow Crank Lucas?
No.
It's funny, man. But you know that's what's gonna happen, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
You know that's exactly what's gonna happen. Yo, stop the violence and then.
Yo, it's mad. I look at these things and I'm like, yo, we got to do better, man, as black people.
Yo.
I was saying to one of the kids at school, I was like, yo, just realise, that we are the only people, that glorify murdering our own people. Mm-hmm. Remember that?
And you know, I had this conversation in the week here. I was at work. Put on a Fredo tune. I put on I can remember. I've ordered Fredo tunes. You get me a nice one. Guy was like, nah, you can't play that, can't play that. I was like, oh, why? Fredo's hard, it's doing well. So, yo, man ain't real. He ain't real. I was like, oh, okay, like, why is he not real? And then had a little conversation about that. I was like, all right, then cool. So who should I play? He's like, oh, play Heady One. I was like, all right, cool. I like Heady One. Heady One's sick still. So I put on some Heady One. He was like, yo, my man done this in real life. He's sick. He's got bare points, man. I was like, fam, but, like, I do like Heady One as well, but like, why is that?
Why is that the go-to?
Like, I thought he was gonna say, yo, that lyric, that bar, that flow or something. He's like, nah, yo, it's real, it's really real on the streets, and he really stabbed up my man, and and I was like, yo, that ain't. Why is that? Why is that so celebrated in our community, man? It's mad. It's absolutely mad.
It's the end of the day. I said, it's like Meek put on, I reposted a picture that Meek put on with him and Nipsey, and he said that self-hate is the number one killer of young black kings. And it's true.
But why? Like, why? Like, I just don't get it.
We could make this into a completely separate podcast about why.
But are you gonna take it all the way back?
All the way. And how it correlates to all the way now.
See what? I don't know though, man. Because obviously it does. There's no denying that. Obviously it does. But then, like we had this conversation briefly in the week on a separate topic, but it kind of relates. Where it gets to a point where we have to be like, yo, that's been done, but we have to start taking responsibility for what we're doing now.
I get that.
The obstacles are in place, but we can still struggle to get over them.
Okay, think about this now.
Rather than participating in the obstacles.
Think about this now. You are one man. You have 2 kids. Yeah?
Yeah.
I got 3. I can impart my information to those children. Why can I do that? Because I'm educated. How many people out there are not educated?
Well, a lot.
Too many.
But
and let me finish, yeah.
Go.
If those people are in, if you look at what's happened now in society, is that the what's the word? The chasm of
what? What's a chasm?
It's a big space.
Okay, I'll tell you, chasm. I just wrote that. I'm gonna use that this week. I'm gonna use that word. So chasm.
Chasm. Let me see how you think you spell it.
CH.
Yeah.
CH. Sorry, SI.
SI. Chasm.
Yeah.
Chasm.
Yeah.
Chasm.
SISM. CHASISM.
See what you find.
It's come up, but
chasm.
Nah, it's just an Urban Dictionary. Okay, yeah. CHASM.
Yes,
yeah,
that's how you spell it.
What did I say? Oh, chasm.
You was putting in I's and
I
things. I was like,
yeah,
fam, there's no I in there.
Yeah, that's about chasm. What the hell's... Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
You was going to
So
the chasm. Go on.
The chasm, yeah, in social class, yeah, social standing, because the rich are rich and the poor are getting poorer. Yeah, and that's what's happening. That is happening.
Yeah.
Because if you look at even in like high street shops, someone is shutting down, even in Wolves, and it's a case that I work in Warsaw, yeah, and bruv, when I say homelessness in Warsaw is a mad one.
Boy,
madness.
Yeah, I know.
Like next level. I haven't been to Brum for a while.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what it's like in Brum.
But Brum's bigger, so it's
Brum's
not
bigger,
so...
so it's not so...
There's areas
evident.
where you're like, right.
It's not so evident.
For Warsaw, yeah. It's
so basically...
I'll take Georgia Smith, though. They have to.
With that being said, because some of these black people, yeah, in these deprived areas, yeah, because they don't have the education, they're not able to make that money. So if they're not able to make that money, yeah, they're not able to earn a certain amount of money. They're not able to provide their children a certain amount of things. And because of that, their children are sitting there saying, all right, then cool, my mum and dad can't give me no money. So how am I going to get money? How am I going to buy brand new trainers? How am I going to go and get, the brand new PS4 game?
Okay, so...
And let me finish. So what they're going to do, how they're going to try and get the money? On the streets?
No, but that shouldn't be... Why is training so glorified?
Why?
Yeah.
Because material things is one thing that, to be honest, all children like.
Like...
Majority, white, black, Asian, it don't matter. They like a good pair of trainers on their feet.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really see white people like...
I know white boys that have...
I mean, obviously I know white boys that do, but
you see half
some
the kids.
of them...
You see half of the kids,
in the New Balance?
No,
like,
sir.
Some
Half
of
the
them.
kids, the majority of the kids,
In the Jesus sandals.
When...
But we see it though.
Nazareth.
Yeah. Nazareth.
So basically, yeah, most of the kids that walk through the door in my school, yeah, they walk through, yeah, they sit there and moan about, say, uniform's expensive. However, the working we pay 120, it's 110 crepes. And you're like...
You know what it is because it's the poorest that want it, innit?
Yeah.
And they'll break their back with the little money they got to get. Yeah.
And the fact is, because they're uneducated, yeah, it's that information of self-value, that information of self-worth, that information of how to build your own community, think for yourself, be self-sustaining, and to be able to prosper your own community. It's not there. And to be honest, you might get the old schools, a couple old schools, trying to tell them to educate them, and some will listen, but because social media, because everything, you know what it is as well. I said this to one of the kids in the week. I said, it was like, I don't want to go in English, And I said, you should go in English. He's like, why? Because there's a saying that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. Mm-hmm. Yeah? And it was like, nah, man, I ain't going in there. I ain't doing no reading, And I'm like, you need to go in there because that's information that you can take forward. And it's kind of like the same because the kids nowadays, they have the internet. They have so many things. They have a microwave attention span. You think they can sit there and read a book? You think they can sit and read a whole long article on their own black history?
Nah. Maybe an Instagram caption.
Exactly.
But see, like I was saying to you man in the barbers yesterday, like, even with all that said, all that said, poor, whatever, obviously I know how, but I still don't understand how violence stems from that.
Because...
Killing our own, I don't understand how...
Because what it is, is that as social classes change, so does behavior. And as you go down, I've seen that as you go down, it gets more primal. So there was a documentary on TV where this universal credit thing. Have you seen it?
Yeah, well, I haven't.
But have you seen it, Spock? There's a documentary, about this universal. All you people on benefits, be careful because if universal credit comes in, you're stuck,
I thought Brampton was one of the first people to get it.
Yeah, it's already in, isn't it?
It's already in now, is
it?
Yeah. And I think they tried it somewhere far, like I don't know, some far places.
Yeah.
And because because the universal credit wasn't enough for them to do that, people started robbing, people started mashing up shots to get stuff, and literally they were acting like Neanderthals. They literally were. Because they didn't have the money, because they didn't have the means to look after themselves. So what's the first thing to do? Act out. Be destructive. Be violent. Now, on the street, it's a case of, okay, then cool. I'm making money, you're making money. Yeah? Now, if you're making money and I'm making money, eventually, we're going to run out of new people to get to in our small area, small community. So what happens? I have to stop you from getting that money.
That's wild.
So if I stop you from getting that money, then I can have more money than you.
And see, I hate it, you know, because people come up to me, it's like, oh, yo, it's a new food shop opening up over there, you know, yo, competition there. And I'm like, nah, that ain't competition. Like, that is all good for the industry.
Good
you
for
know
the
what I mean? The
industry.
more Caribbean food shops there are,
Yes.
it's good. Obviously, don't open up across the road,
Yeah.
you get me? But Birmingham's big enough. The country's big enough for there to be holy, if you get me. So don't even... I hate when people come to me and say,
thing
yo,
is, though, you know what?
That place is better than yours. Or you're better than that. I said, I don't really
like-
care who's better than who. Like,
It's a case that I think that when it comes to situations like that, it kind of makes you step your game up.
But man ain't going into Caspian and selling them that king kebabs, you know. Man ain't doing that. It's not happening though. It's not though, is it?
No, no.
It's not happening. Like, what
No,
you?
that is true still.
Oh, yo, Laziz is putting you man out of business now because you know both of them are making bare money. I hate it.
It's true still. But yeah, it's just that ignorance, man, that social ignorance and the uneducated people that are just like trying to continue that behaviour. And in England especially, more kids are dying on the streets, like ridiculous, of all colours. So it's a point, it's social mainly. And the way I see it is like, I see things now and the kids, the generation coming up now, you got to see it as if their parents were on road, yeah, they're going in and out of pen.
Yeah.
The kid is going to automatically think going in and out of pen is normal.
Yeah.
So when they get to a certain age and they get on the road, going in and out of pen is normal. So we got to look at it and say to ourselves, okay, then cool. I'm not expecting everyone to be the brand new Martin. I'm not expecting everyone to be a brand new Malcolm. But what I'm saying is the only way we can help ourselves is by talk to the ones you can. Don't leave it to the one person that's going to head like an initiative. Talk to the kids that you can. Talk to the young people that you can. Influence them if you can. Try your best, because at the end of the day, it's like they're the coming generation, and if you don't at least try and impart some of your knowledge, what you can, just try.
But then look at Nipsey.
You never know.
Look at Nipsey. That's the saddest part of this whole week. Like, that's the whole situation. It's like, man was doing all that.
Yeah. But he was out of the ring, wasn't he?
Which
he was out of the echelon, the powers that be. He wasn't sitting on their table, was he? He was doing his own thing.
He was doing his own thing.
Oh, you were one of the conspiracists as well?
No, conspiracy. I mean, he was doing his own thing. He didn't go to the president and say, oh, Mr. President, can you come and help me do such and such and such?
Nah, I don't think he was really on that level yet, to be fair. Because he was
moving
No,
towards.
but he always said he wanted to do it himself. And this is the reason why, to be honest, he signed that management deal with Rock Nation. That's keeping it within our own community.
And they were sitting down with LAPD, like the day after or something.
Doing it within your own community, doing it on your own, so you have full control and you have full power.
But it's like he was on the ground, man. He was on the ground.
That's my point.
What?
If your leader is on the ground, I know this is the worst thing that could happen. However, on the flip side, if your leader is on the ground, it encourages more people on the ground to say, yo, he's our leader and he comes down to work with us.
It's like in the factory, innit?
Yeah.
When the boss comes down.
When the boss comes down to come talk to everyone shop floor, everyone feels inspired because, like, yo, he doesn't think he's better than me.
And sits at the same
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Other than the one, maybe.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, look what happened to Nipsey.
Yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is that...
And it's the one that ruins it for everyone.
Yes.
Shitty.
Yes.
Yeah, the shitty one, the freaking...
Yeah.
Shitty, you know. Shitty.
And because of that, this is the reason why everyone's so hurt. That's the reason why, because what he stood for, what he was trying to impress and trying to show people, and it just leaves a sour taste, man. It's just... As I said, man, on my Instagram, I said, yo, my soul was disturbed the whole week.
Still is, man. Still is.
Just disturbed, man, because, yo, I know people say the good die young, but, yo, you didn't need to take that one. You didn't need to be that one.
Because it's like... It's almost as if, like, you're damned if you do or damned if you don't.
But the thing is, that would make you leave with the mindset to say, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, so why try? But we've got to try. We've got to.
I don't know, like, that's how I feel now.
I do. I think I have to try, because at the end of the day, when I'm dead and gone, at least I know that I've tried my best to help the young black children that I've ever worked with.
You just kind of feel
every
like...
child I've worked with now, I've got to, fam, because at the end of the day, if I don't help another child or I don't help a person, my life is pointless.
But you just feel like, yo, if they can kill Nipsey Hussle, they can kill me.
Of course they can. I know that.
That's mad, yo. I don't want to die.
No, but I know that.
That's mad.
All this empowerment stuff that we talk on here, yeah. I know people may sit there and say, oh, you're chatting rubbish. But I know some people may listen and say, you know what, that was good and I needed that. And that's the reason why we've got to tell each other. Value yourself. Yo, there is strength in this colour. And you've got to appreciate it. You've got to love it because the world will tell you to hate it.
But see, this is the thing, though. It's the same colour tearing us down before we can even impact the change that we're meant to change.
But that's the thing. They don't really love the colour. They hate it.
Yeah, but exactly. So what do you do when you love the colour and you want to help with that colour?
Because the thing
and the same colour's trying to mash at you.
You still have to try. Because you can only save who wants to be saved. There are some people, you'll try and you'll try and you'll try and you won't save them. But you've got to be like, all right then, my conscience is clean because I've tried. End of. We can only impart our knowledge to people who will listen. If you ain't going to listen, I've said it, you don't take it on. Cool, I've tried. What else can I do? You can't turn around and sit there and say to me, yo, I'm locked up, man. You didn't help me. No, I did help you. You just didn't listen. So that's on you, not me. I've tried. When she's trying to come say about, oh, I paid for your hair, like, yo, Safari, big up.
Fam, who else is doing this? Who else is doing this? No one ain't giving us music like this, you know. No one else ain't giving us music like this.
Calm down.